The following presentation is rated R. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Greetings world. We are anonymous. In latest news, 2 former cops accused of unlawfully killing a schizophrenic California homeless man in July 2011 have been found not guilty. Manuel Ramos and Cicinelli had been charged with battering Calif with a baton and a stun gun during a vicious beating in Orange County that left him unconscious. He never recovered from the attack, which was captured on videotape, and died just 5 days later. Link up video is in the description. Former Fullerton police officer Manuel Ramos listens as the not guilty verdict is read in the Calif murder trial in a Santa Ana, California courtroom on Monday. The acquittals came despite what appeared to be damning footage of the then-Fullerton officers continuing to beat the 37-year-old even as he begged for mercy and said he was sorry. The ruling outraged Thomas's family and supporters. Where do we really find justice anymore in our justice system? The victim's father, Ron Thomas, told reporters. It has been proven right here today that they will get away with it. They will get away with it. Calif, a schizophrenic, died 5 days after a violent confrontation with former Fullerton police officers in 2011. This is so egregious. The audio. The video. Any bad cop can now just walk around and do what he wants to any of us, the father added. We are all in trouble now. Manuel Ramos was acquitted of second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. Cicinelli was found not guilty of involuntary manslaughter and excessive use of force. Cicinelli was relieved after years of having this over your head, the former cop's lawyer, Mark Schwartz, told the Los Angeles Times. We are just going to have to take a deep breath and enjoy the moment. Prosecutors said the 33-minute grainy surveillance video showed the officers using undue force on the suspect, who had a history of run-ins with the police, the newspaper reported. A county pathologist ruled Thomas died, in part, from a lack of oxygen to the brain, caused by injuries sustained during the incident. And the coroner listed the cause of death as brain death caused by asphyxiation from the officers piling on his chest. Ron Thomas, father of 37-year-old Calif, is pictured here in 2011, asking the Fullerton City Council about the death of his son. Defense attorneys, however, said Thomas was to blame for the fight after he disobeyed a lawful order and then fled police who were making an arrest. They also said that Thomas was not a helpless man, but a violent and dangerous person with a history of drug use and was homeless after beating members of his own family. After the verdict, Thomas's parents stood outside the court to condemn the outcome. Ex-Fullerton police officer Cicinelli looks back into the court gallery as his attorney, Michael Schwartz, embraces the defense team after the acquittals. Just horrified, said his mom, Kathy Thomas, with his father, Ron, adding, it is a carte blanche for police officers everywhere to beat us, kill us, because the verdict proves they'll eventually get away with it. Ramos' attorney, John Barnett, said jurors did their duty. These peace officers were doing their jobs, he said. They were operating as they were trained, and they had no malice in their hearts. 6 officers were initially believed to have been involved in the attack. 3 were never charged, but 1 officer faced trial. But Orange County District Attorney Tony Ricakis said prosecutors will no longer pursue charges against the 3rd cop. I don't intend to proceed with another trial when the 2 officers here were acquitted, Ricakis told reporters after the verdicts were read. The FBI, which began to probe the incident back in 2011 to determine whether Thomas's civil rights were violated during the beating, said it would examine evidence to see if further investigation is warranted. A spokeswoman said, "We are anonymous. We are legion. We will not forgive the officers for the murder of an innocent. We will not forget Calif. To Calif, wherever you may be. This video is dedicated in memory to you. May the heavens embrace you forever."